everybody. Welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events, and it is going to get active. We had false spring last week. Remember us talking about on the news how the nation would get flooded with mild Pacific air, and now our air masses are coming from the north, and it's going to last for a while going into March. Hey, speaking of, are you in the winter weather contest? Before I get into the models, which is going to go over everything through next weekend and beyond, and there's some wintry weather chances we'll talk about. I want to talk about the winter weather contest. I know many of you are in this, and I went through it, and this is the last week. It ends on the 28th at midnight. Little Rock so far this winter, 4 inches of snow. North Little Rock, 3.6 inches of snow. Harrison, 15.8 inches of snow. And Fayetteville so far this winter, meteorological winter, 14.1 for a total of 37.5 inches of snow, which, if I look correctly, and this could change, Robert Moore, 36.8 inches. And is that Bob Moore, who also often posts wonderful information? I think it might be. Posts wonderful information in the comment section, a lot of climatology stuff. And he really does a lot of work looking at cycles, and very interesting work that he does. But hey, you're in the driver's seat, but don't get too comfortable yet, because we still have maybe something towards Friday in northern Arkansas that could alter those numbers just a little bit. So like I said, it's going to be a very active 7 to 14 days at least. We're talking about the cold air coming back in. You already feel it. I'm recording this Sunday evening. It's already down to 48 degrees at my house and falling. So yeah, it's nothing we haven't seen already. And it looks like it's only going to get colder. We have several precipitation chances we're going to talk about. One is Tuesday, and it's not going to be much at all, if anything. And then again by Friday. And Friday's system is interesting. There's a lot of cold air around, but it keeps it bottled up towards the north, all the data. And it has the surface low tracking far enough north so that we basically only see a cold rain. I wouldn't be a bit surprised, and I'll show you in the computer model data, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it started off as a little wintry mix across far northern Arkansas. But right now it's showing a cold rain. But if that low were to track a little further towards the south, maybe something else. Next weekend, marathon runners, Sunday, cold. Now, I'm not a marathon runner, so I don't know exactly what you want for your run. But I can tell you this, that the data can change still, but it's showing temperatures in the 20s to start. Yeah. And then we have to watch that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. I believe that would be March 3rd, 4th, and 5th for either a couple of weak systems or a bigger system coming through. Have I talked enough? I have bored you. I've got model data that I'm going to share with you. To weatherbell.com, courtesy these maps, and I'll go over the GFS, and we'll just kind of take you through the week and the differences in the following week. But it does appear that it is going to get a little active. Again, we're looking at the surface, the green, the rain over the previous 6 hours. And then you see purples, that's ice. Where you see the blues, that's snow. And it's amounts of precipitation over the previous 6 hours. The red line here, that's the freezing line, that's 32 degrees. The blue line is 35 degrees. And those black lines are isobars. This is the Sunday evening map, and you can see 1016. These are millibars, a unit of measurement for surface for pressure. And it looks like at the surface here, you go from 1016, 1018, 1020, 1022. So you notice how you go up in pressures because there's an area of high pressure. The center of it is located towards our north, and that's what's bringing in the cooler air. So I'll just get to the point. There's a weak wave coming across, looks like late Tuesday and into Wednesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday morning. It even shows a couple snow flurries possible on the northern edge of that. That's not going to be a big deal. Cold by the middle of the week, dry. There's the surface area of high pressure. This is Wednesday. All the precipitation's to the south. So it's dry. It's very cold and it's dry. And then look at the system coming in on Friday. This is of interest. This is Friday morning at 6 a.m. And here's the 35-degree line. This is the surface low pressure. If this tracks further towards the south and you get more cold air coming in, look out for some wintry weather. Right now, it's already saying that the precip could start out as a little bit of light snow or mix across northern Arkansas. Could start out that way. Again, this is because the surface low is tracking a little bit further towards the north. If it goes south, there is enough cold air up towards the north that we would have to watch this very carefully. And notice how it turns it mostly to all rain by the afternoon across Arkansas. It looks like it's a quick moving system. And you see this by late in the day on Friday. There's even a little bit of ice in Missouri on the northern edge, but it keeps it all plain rain here. Like I said, if this low tracks further towards the south, cold air comes in, then we're talking about something different. Okay, the weekend, what everybody wants to know, and GFS right now, Sunday morning, keeps us dry. Now, there's building areas of precipitation out towards our west, but we're dry Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. Then look what happens Sunday night into Monday morning. Yeah, it shows a significant winter storm. Now, calm down. Don't, please don't take this literally, because there are differences. The next run of the model will probably show something completely different. But the thing is, the following week, that's when we're going to have to really start watching, I think, for some storm systems to roll through. How they come out, it is way too early. Does it come out as one big storm system or little pieces? When you're talking about something that's so many days away, you can't pin down the details on this. But it does show, especially the northern half of the state, this particular model run shows a favorable setup. Now, the next one could come in with the low tracking further north and it's all rain. But I just want you to know that I'm watching something for the beginning of next week, which would be March 3rd, 4th, or even into the 5th. And I'll show you that in a second, but I want to show you temperatures this week. Let's go to Wednesday, just to show you how cold Wednesday is going to be. This is noon on Wednesday. If you see Arkansas, everybody's in the 30s, maybe some low 40s across the southwest, and then by 6 o'clock, 20s and 30s. So some pretty chilly air coming back. Winter ain't done yet. As we told you, the cold air. Now, there's some warm air trying to build into Texas. Let's go to Sunday morning again. This is still very far away, and I know a lot of the marathoners are looking at this going, eesh. It shows temperatures widespread in the 20s. So much can change between now and then, but it looks very cold according to this latest run of the model. But right now, cold and dry. Keep checking back. I'll keep you updated. And by noon, temperatures only recover into the lower 40s, lower to mid 40s. So that's the look at the temperature profile. And let's go out into Monday with, the GFS is showing that storm system coming in. This is noon Monday. You're talking about teens for temperatures across Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, 20s northwest Arkansas, low 30s. But that's with the precipitation coming down. The European model is different. We'll go out to the end of the week here. This is the surface low on Friday morning, and it's in pretty good agreement with the GFS and the track on this. Now, remember the 540 line? That's usually a good indication of the rain-snow line. But again, if this were to track further towards the north, we're talking about something different, but that's not what the models are showing right now. This is at noon Friday. It's showing a very cold rain across the state. There's the potential for snow and ice across Missouri, Oklahoma, northeast Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, northeast Oklahoma, maybe far northern Arkansas during the onset of that. But it's very quick moving, and then very cold high pressure comes in. And this too, let me go here. This is Sunday morning. Like the GFS, shows very chilly temperatures when you wake up Sunday morning for the marathon and into Sunday afternoon. And then we'll watch. It looks like the European is bringing out a storm system late Sunday and into Monday, and then shooting it towards the east rapidly. And then it builds something into the Gulf of Mexico in the very last part of this. We're talking about Wednesday, March 6th. You can see there's a surface low way down the Gulf of Mexico, 1040 millibar high, which would be pumping in that cold air. The 540 line is here, and it keeps a lot of the precipitation south of us. But up here with what we call the upper level low, which would be situated right in here, that would be all snow, and that would eventually translate towards the east. Now, so you can see that you can't say, oh wait, so it's going to snow next Wednesday, March 3rd. No, that's not what I'm saying. Because, like I said, every single model run is going to come back different. We just have systems to watch, or a system to watch for, not this week so much, but the following week. And with all the cold air in place, you really got to start to keep an eye on where the temperatures are at the surface and the profile in the upper levels of the atmosphere. There's that possibility for frozen precipitation. I'm not going to rule that out with any of these systems coming through, but this week doesn't look to be a big deal at all. You could get a couple of snow flurries or two, it looks like Tuesday night and a Wednesday morning. If that changes, I'll let you know. The same thing for Friday. Right now it looks like rain, maybe starting off with a little winter mix across the north. And then, again, we'll have to watch for that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday time period of the following week. So, yes, we do show you all the possibilities of what's going on and what I'm thinking. So,